I want you to listen to Reno Omokri why he believes in the City Boys movement. Now listen to him.
Well, I believe in the City Boy movement, and I'm going to tell you why. Recently, some people who should know better said that Nigeria is now worse off than it was 10 years ago. Now, let me take your minds back to what was happening 10 years ago. In the Niger Delta, we had Niger Delta Avengers. They had bombed the oil and gas sector. Nigeria had gone from 1.9 million barrels per day to less than 1 million barrels per day. In the southeast, you had secessionists who had put that region almost to a standstill. 128 police stations were shut down. We moved down to the northwest, and then from Abuja to Kaduna, you could not drive. Every day it was a death trap. People were being abducted, they were being kidnapped. In southern Kaduna, there was a genocide. People seem to have forgotten that. In the northeast, in Maiduguri, you had about 7 local governments where Boko Haram were in control. Now, because we have a very short memory in this country, we tend to forget about these things. All of these things have.
Did you hear that? We have a memory, a short memory in this country. He generalized that statement, including him. He doesn't know that statement now also involve him. He said, we have a short memory in this country. He generalized it. Is that acceptable? Listen to him.
Passed away. In the Nigerian Defense Academy, Boko Haram went there. Our Defense Academy killed soldiers. Boko Haram attacked the Presidential Guard of Brigades in Buhari. All of these things don't happen. 600 terrorists went with their motorbikes to Kuje prison, freed 849 of their colleagues. All of these things don't happen again. 10 years ago.
All of these things don't happen again. Did you hear that? In this Tinubu administration, he said all of these things don't happen again. Listen to him.
States could not pay salaries. What's happening right now? Each state in Nigeria is getting at least 200% what they were getting 10 years ago. Somebody said the president is using jazz. No, the president is using performance. We've had 12 cycles of trade surpluses in this country. 12 cycles of GDP growth in this country. The IMF, the World Bank, they've projected that our GDP is going to grow by 4.44% this year. And then people are saying that the president is using jazz. No, it is performance. You watching this, have you ever slept in a petrol station looking for fuel? Have you even experienced fuel scarcity? If you're a student, ASU strike is like a thing of the past, ancient history.
Oh, here you go.
Because we have.
Here you go. Do you sleep in the filling station again looking for fuel? That is fuel scarcity. He believes that there is no more fuel scarcity for that Tinubu regime. But he will not tell you how much they are buying that fuel now, how much is the cost of fuel now per liter. And that was cost in this same regime that is defending this Tinubu regime. Listen to him.
A leader right now who knows how to handle this country because he has gone through the stages. That's why I believe in the City Boy movement. I ask you, these people who are saying that Nigeria was better 10 years ago, let them right now. Because if you remember, last year I drove with journalists without any security from Abuja to Kaduna. People can do that right now. In southern Kaduna, people are no longer being killed. Yes, we have security issues localized. But I'm going to tell you, in December, 1.2 million tourists visited Nigeria.
We have security issue localized. So all these security issues and insurgents, it is localized. That is what he's trying to tell you. He's commonizing it as if it's not a serious issue. You understand? Something that has turned this country into something else is what he's just commonizing it here in this video. Just as if it is a petty criminals. You see that? Listen to him.
Lagos for 30 December, not one was killed, not one robbery, not one domestic incident. So I'm telling you, Nigeria is better right.
Did you understand what he just said? He said people came to Lagos last year, 2025, for 30 December, 1.2 million people, and nothing happened to any of them. And he measured Lagos. He didn't measure Adamawa, he didn't measure Kaduna, he didn't measure Bauchi, he didn't measure Zafara, he didn't measure all these northern, states where you can no longer move freely like that. But he measured Lagos, one of the safest states as far as Nigeria is concerned today. Lagos still remains one of the safest states. These people did not go to this northern area. Listen to what this man will have to say.
Now, we've gone from a foreign reserve of less than 30 billion. Right now, we have a foreign reserve of 50 billion, approaching 51 billion. In 2 years, President Tinubu has added $67 billion to the economy. What is there not to like? That's why I support the.
What is there not to like? It is now for you to judge to see whether there's something not to like or there is something to like. You see, you say what is there not to like? Everything is fine. It's just measuring figure. Whether this figure affect us economically, whether we feel the impact of all this figure that is measured, which it cannot even prove them. It's just they are just talking, measuring figures. Listen to him.
Boy movement, and I'm urging you, remember where we're coming from so that you remember where we are today.
Let's continue. This is the time to present evidence. After all this is explanation, then I was curious. I was not trying to find out what is happening, what has changed, because it is obvious that something has changed. Then here's what I found out. Listen to this. Omokri, who called Tinubu drug law, praises him for ambassadorial nomination. I say, wow, okay, this is where the change. This is where the change is. See where the change has come. Then listen to this, because he said nothing is happening. Everywhere is good in this Tinubu, administration. Look at this. This is Daily Trust. He said terrorists adopt over 100 women, children in Borno, children in Borno. And what is the date? What is the date? Friday, March 6th. On the 6th of March, you see, on the 6th of March 2026. And at the time he made that video, is this same March 2026 that he made that video when he was saying that nothing is happening, everywhere is fine, everywhere is good. Did you see that? That is not all. That's not all. This is another one. This is another one. You see another one. This is another one. You see, over 300 adopted as terrorists attack Borno community. This one is even recent as at the time of making this video. This same March 2026. You see, there is a community called Goshe community in Borno was attacked and over 300 adopted. He didn't tell you all these things. He said everywhere is good. And this is not all. We'll continue. Listen to Parallel Fact. Parallel Fact is a news media organization. Listen to what they have to say. Say, under Tinubu, Nigeria become 5th deadliest country globally with 11,000 people dying in 2025 alone. Do you hear that? Did you see that? Al Jazeera journalist, is it Michael Hassan? You see the report. All these things are already on social media. Even media houses reported them, but he will not talk about it. He will not measure them. He say we have a short memory, as if people are not aware of what is going on. So he can just come out to talk. Because he can just come out to talk. Then listen to this one. Listen to this one also. This one is from Sahara Reporter. You see, Boko Haram terrorists boast of capturing Borno town. Then they vow to rename the community and they threaten to march to Abuja. All of these things are happening in this Tinubu administration. And these are just few that I just want to bring out. All the media and flooded. And you can remember there's a case of a copper that's from the north that they were kidnapped the other time. They were even stepping on him, matching him, demanding for ransom. They say after a ransom of 10 million, that money was actually delivered to them, but they did not release that boy. Then after that, they made an additional request of ransom that bike, motorbike should be given to them, about 3 or something like that. The real actual case of that boy now is yet to be revealed. You see, then with all of this, you cannot judge for yourself whether it is actual something to like or there's nothing to like, or if you also believe in the City Boys movement or you do not. You can say that, according to Nelson Mandela, may so rest in peace, he said, any man that changes his policy according to who he is dealing with, he say he is not qualified to be a leader. I leave you with this. This is where you find the actual analysis of issue as it arises. Videos, comment. You see that. So don't forget to follow our channel, subscribe, and it is free. It is free. You don't have to pay for it, and support us in our social media. Thank you, and God bless you.